Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to episode 9 of bdaCHAT, where we discuss digital insights and creative wisdom from around the world of marketing. I'm your host, Lee Williams, and joining me on this most festive of episodes are Miss Camilla Smith.
Hello.
And from the web team is Mr. Rob Jarvis.
Hello there.
And rounding us off, as ever, is Mr. David Knowles.
Hello.
Lovely jumpers, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone's looks a bit creased, like they just got it out of the cupboards.
And mine's very tight.
Yours is very tight.
If it's tight before Christmas, I've got no hope for Christmas.
I've been looking forward to wearing this one again. Can you see why?
No.
No.
How dare you?
It's lovely.
Thank you.
Our avid listeners, viewers of the podcast may have noticed a slight change this month in that we're not in the broom cupboard where we normally are. We've basically upgraded our camera equipment, which has given us the license to test run some further locations within the den. So we've sort of branched out a little bit. We're in the, it all feels a little bit
It's sitting roomy, doesn't
and a
it?
little bit, no, it's the Christmas tree.
Which looks beautiful, by
which,
the way.
our festive tree. So yeah, it all feels a little bit new, a little bit shiny in here. But either way. So what with it being our festive episode, and hence the lovely array of Christmas jumpers, we thought it would be a good chance to talk about one of the busiest marketing periods in the year. And to keep it on theme, we're going to be looking at the past, the present, and the future of Christmas marketing. And obviously, at the end of the show, we'll have our quiz. And just a roundup of the quiz, the last of the year, the winner of the quiz will be announced, whoever it may be. And that will probably be the end of the slogan quiz, because I've run out of slogans. So we'll think of a new quiz next year.
I'm sure we will, yeah.
So Camilla, you're on 7, David's on 5, Rob, you're on 8.
Close.
I have mixed the quiz up a little bit. There's no slogans. There's no slogans. There's multiple choice answers. There's a little game in the middle there. We've got to line up some bits and bobs.
Fantastic. I'm ready
So
for this.
we'll see what happens with that when we get to that.
Do I have any chance at all, given I've only got 5?
I did think that what I could do is that on that particular little
Do a
game
bonus
there,
round.
we'll do a bonus round where if you get them all right, you get a point for each one. So that you could
All right.
maximise your points and
It's
go
on.
for complete nut steal.
It is on.
But before we get into the main topic of this month, we need to just launch into the news. So who would like to take us off?
Can I go first?
You can go first, Camilla Smith.
So mine is about Black Friday, because that was last week. Can I say that? Does that ruin the myth of it's Christmas right now for this podcast?
No, we're okay.
So it's Black Friday, and the UK actually outsailed the US in terms of all their sales figures for
or
Black
sold.
Friday. Yeah. So spending was up 8% compared to last year, and 1.4 billion was spent online within the UK, which is crazy.
4 billion?
Yeah. Footfall was down 3.6%, so people were visiting the shops. It was all online. And Argos had 2 million people in the first 4 hours on their website alone.
Wow.
That's on the Thursday,
You are
so before
joking.
Black Friday hit, 2 million visitors within the UK. Yeah.
That's
So
really interesting.
That's pretty cool. I thought that was some good
Because,
stats.
Well, I was looking into Christmas marketing stats, and as much as Amazon are the leaders and they're killing it in their deliveries and everyone's trying to copy Amazon, Argos are claiming that they're the largest retailer this year based on mobile device figures.
But
Really?
Yeah, which I
If
found
you-
strange. But
if you
that's
think
what-
about their delivery in the afternoon that
Yeah.
Argos is doing, so if you order it before a certain time, you get it that afternoon.
Same day stuff.
So it's
Yeah.
people on their mobiles going, oh,
Yeah.
Matt.
On all their
Amazon
lorries
aren't doing
now,
that
all
yet
their lorries,
here.
they've got like delivery within 4 hours
Yeah.
on most items,
Good
which
stuff.
is unbelievable.
It's
And you've got to
amazing.
think like where Argos were not long ago. I know last month we spoke about change and brands changing, but Argos were struggling. And I think this...
Well, they got a bit confused. I said, what was the whole thing with home? I know maybe it's off topic, but you got Homebase turning up in Argos, or was it? And then Argos, and now Homebase. I don't know. I got confused by the whole thing. No, that was it. Argos
All
little
round
shops were turning up everywhere. They were little little depots.
Yeah, but
Which
with
is
nothing
apparently
in.
which is what Amazon have done. That's why they bought World Stores. Is it World Stores? They've bought them out,
Oh, have
so
they?
they can literally open up. Amazon's next thing is they want to open up stores.
Right.
Yeah.
They go full circle. That was another piece I found. Sorry, really interesting. Is that apparently brands they still need. Apparently, it was a Generation Z. Basically, don't like buying online. According to stats, I found that they like to go into stores.
Really?
They like that whole
There's
tactile
terminology to it that
going
we
into
spoke about. I can't remember what it is.
that
Yeah.
experience of actually they like to be associated with the brand, so they go to the flagship stores, they go to the Nike, they go to the Apples, and they walk in there. It's all about having that interaction, which you don't get through web, because web is just literally, I love that, I'll buy that, and there's no...
But there is a certain amount of that at Christmas anyway, isn't there? Because there's only so much browsing you can do online before you go,
People
oh my
are doing
goodness, I
both.
need to see, I need to
Yeah.
touch and feel and see a load of stuff in front of me and go, that's what I'm going to get.
People are going
Whereas
in the
online, it's one
store
product at a
to do
time
it, to
sometimes.
feel it and find it,
Yeah.
and then buying online. And some people are researching online and then going in store. And I can't remember the terminology for each one, but it's a real mix.
Well, a clicks and mortar type thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
That was quite
it's
an
just
old
more
expression.
of a confusing analogy. We'll put it on the link in the notes.
Right, okay.
Little
I
article,
go
so
in
it's
and
quite
pick it
cool.
up, see how much it is, and then I go pick out the phone and go, how much is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Scan
And
barcode.
then I put it back down and go, I'll prime it.
Yeah. I'll pay an extra bit of money.
And then I feel
Get it
really,
tomorrow when
I
it's
feel
tomorrow.
really bad because I've walked into that store thinking, I do like it here.
And you see the shop lady go,
Oh, hello. And you go, oh yeah, well, I forgot why I shop here. It's lovely.
I wanted to get
And then
a
I pick
book.
it up and they go, I bet that's cheaper on it. Oh, it is.
I know.
But, did you buy it? Yeah, bye.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah. But yeah, brilliant. Lovely stuff. Anybody else got any news items that they want to cover off?
I have a Christmas stat,
Oh,
given it's a Christmas thing.
I love a Christmas stat.
So somehow all these presents have got to get delivered, haven't they, by Father Christmas?
Yeah.
So in order for him to deliver all the presents to all the homes around the world, he has to deliver to 822 homes per second to achieve this.
Easy.
And that means he's got to travel at a speed of 650 miles per second in order to do what he needs to do in the time he's got. So he's a busy man on Christmas Eve.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
Amazon Prime.
It's magic.
Amazon Prime.
Argos.
Argos.
It's
I tell you what,
magic.
that'd be a great campaign, wouldn't it? You tie up Santa with your
But challenge Annika for Argos. Like, go, go, go.
Oh, yeah, we'll just take over. Santa's sick this year, don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get Argos to do it.
I've got one other, just because we all like a nice white Christmas.
What's
So
the chances of a white Christmas
1 in
this year?
10 in England,
1 in
and
10.
apparently 1 in 6 in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Apparently.
Well, there you go, Scotland, Northern Ireland. You've got a better chance of getting a white Christmas.
1 in 6.
Absolutely.
I wish I could have a white Christmas.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You always get a white January, which is then you've got to go back to work.
If we get anything at all.
Yeah. Oh, you know, just drive to work, crash your car. Anyway, Rob, have you got any news items?
No,
Thank you, David.
well,
Sorry.
no.
That's all right.
I did have a news item. I'm not going to share it because it's really kind of anti-Christmas. It's kind of depressing. I tried to find the worst ones about the economy and jobs,
Brexit.
etc. So we're going to bypass mine and stay in the spirit of things.
Keeping up the spirit of things, I'll go with mine then.
Okay,
on, then.
go on.
So
hit us.
mine was last night on which I won't say which side I sit on this, but I'll ask you guys and see what you think. So basically, I didn't realise this was on the BBC website. I was like, oh really? And there was a Twitter storm last night. Everything was kicking off on Twitter. I was like, oh, what's going on? And I went and had a look, and then I saw loads of polls. I thought, oh, so where's my? And I knew clearly going in, this is how I feel about this. I'm going to get on Twitter and start voicing my opinion. So there I was. So the question that apparently is that where do you see Die Hard as a Christmas movie? Do you see it as a Christmas movie, or is it not
I
a
see it as a Christmas movie.
I wondered where you were going with this.
Yeah.
So,
Only because of nostalgia. When I was younger, I used to watch it around Christmas time.
But-
Because it's always on.
Yeah, because Die Hard happens on Christmas Eve. Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, is also on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, isn't
Die
it?
Hard 2, Die Harder.
Okay.
who is it? Oh,
Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Okay.
Not a fan.
Sorry, don't number die. But
sorry,
the first
super fan over
two,
there.
Yeah.
I'm sure happened on Christmas Eve,
Die Hard
didn't
4 we
they?
don't
The
talk about.
film set on Christmas Eve.
Yes, Die Hard 1, yeah.
Yeah. And the second one.
You might be.
Okay.
Ian, what's your take? Because I can
It's
see you're passionate.
clearly a Christmas film.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's on every year. It's a
Yeah.
Christmas film.
There is snow and Christmas links in it.
Well, it happens on Christmas Eve. You know, there's a Christmas party. You know, have festive, ho
Bit
ho
of
ho.
fighting.
Bit of the gunplay. Apparently,
Bit of guns.
Well, there was loads of information on Twitter about it, and basically, well, it's a family. Of course, it's a Christmas film. It's a family that get together, that rekindle their love for each other,
Yeah, sure.
and spend some quality time together. Quality might be.
It's a bit of a stretch, right?
But they spent some time together and rekindled their love for each other and realised the importance of family.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Christmas is all about.
That's our message from
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay.
So not Home Alone.
No, Home Alone is obviously a Christmas movie, isn't it? I mean,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So, I
Anyway.
think that rounds off the news.
Digressing.
So, So, advertising, Christmas advertising campaigns. I did a bit of quick research, and I was wowed by the amount of marketing campaigns there actually are. I mean, I just thought, it's just the big ones, the John Lewis's. So, this year, and this is just a few of them, but just think of the number of companies now that are actually investing, and I've got a stat later that shows how much money has been spent over the years on Christmas marketing campaigns. Well, I've only got last year.
You've done quite a lot.
I have done quite a lot. So you've got John Lewis and Monster Monster. You've got Marks and Spencer, Paddington. You've got Sainsbury's, Every Bit of Christmas with my personal favourite. Well done, Sainsbury's. You've got Boots, Show Them You Know Them. You've got Waitrose. You've got Vodafone. McDonald's, Reindeer Ready by Leo Burnett. You've got Heathrow, which is a lovely one by Havas London. House of Fraser, Tesco's, Aldi, Kevin the Carrot. Argos, Ready for Takeoff. Lidl's even doing it. Debenhams. Debenhams.
Lidl.
Now, Debenhams, I'm a massive Ewan McGregor fan, but Ewan, this was a cash cow, surely. This is just, I'm sorry, he just turns up and just with his ladder and just wanders off.
He fixes the light though.
Oh! But
I've seen that one, I know the one.
It's got, I'm sorry, Debenhams got the worst story. Sorry. Curry's PC World, it's okay, but you're never going to beat last year's Jeff Goldblum, where he turns up and tells people how to act when they receive Duff Christmas presents. That was genius. And the KFC
Yes, I
one,
remember that one.
which is very funny because last week I went to KFC. I've been on a mad thing about KFC recently. And I ordered my KFC, and I just thought, it came in a brown bag, drive through. I just thought, I remember the times when you used to go to KFC and it used to come in a bucket. And then I got it out when I got home, and it was a bucket. And what have they done? The KFC ad has just got a bunch of dancers drumming buckets to a festive tune.
Perfect.
It's simple, it kind of works. So anyway, that's just the stage of play, or the state of play as to where there's loads of them. So has anybody got any takes on personal favourites?
So how much? You said you got, like, how much?
That's part of the quiz.
All right then.
That's part of the
Okay.
quiz.
Have you got any take on that?
Has anybody got? How do they feel about it? Is anybody considering that we're talking about Christmas past, present, and future? Obviously, this is the present and the state of marketing. Does anybody want to take us back to the past, or?
I'll take you back with kind of to the past with my first memory, because they've been doing adverts since the early 80s, like that really stand out.
Christmas adverts.
Christmas adverts, and early on back in the 80s, I remember one of the first ones I remember is the McDonald's one, because it scared the life out of me. It had Ronald McDonald on an ice skating rink, picking up kids with this really creepy look on his face, and it honestly haunted me.
Ronald McDonald is haunted.
Yeah, and I think that was my earliest memory of, this is a Christmas ad, but this was really scary. So that's kind of one of my earliest ones, and I don't know how long they ran it for. I don't know how successful it was. I think they maintained it in America for quite a while, but it was disturbing.
Still
I'd urge anyone.
Can we still find
yeah,
that?
Go on YouTube, type in 1980s
We'll
McDonald's
put it on a
ad.
link.
And it's we'll put it in the links afterwards. But that's one of my
creepy.
first memories of like Christmas past and being marketed to by a big brand.
This wouldn't be a Christmas podcast about advertising and that type of stuff if we didn't mention the Coca-Cola one. The holidays
the
are
one for
coming.
me.
Holidays
I know.
are coming.
It's the one for me.
It is the one. I find
Not
that
now, but it was.
I did have some
People
things
do.
about Coca-Cola.
People do. That's when Christmas starts for some people, isn't it?
Yeah, when they see
When
that
I see
advert,
that advert.
and I have seen that advert.
Have you seen it already?
Seen it already.
Yeah, I
Have
saw
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola truck is such a symbol now of Christmas that Coca-Cola roll it out around the country.
They go for a tour, doesn't it?
It goes on a tour, and now you can arrange a sleepover in the Coca-Cola truck
You're joking.
if you wish to.
Is that this year?
Yeah, this year they've rolled it
Yeah.
out, so it's travelling up and down the country. It's also travelling up and down. It was in London. It had a little bit of a backlash because it was giving out cans of Coke.
That was 2015, wasn't it? They did the tour of the truck with a little map so you can plot where it was.
Yeah.
Where it was. Because I think it went through Buckingham or somewhere.
I think
like
it
that.
did stop.
Yeah, and everyone went mad for it, but they weren't doing sleepovers then.
No, I think
So
they're
that's this
trying to. It's funny. I don't know. Does anybody get the Santas that turn up? They come around. It's
I
like
find them creepy.
ringing the bell.
Or collecting money and things.
But on a trailer
on a
with a
trailer.
chimney.
And it's almost like
Like a tractor.
It's like a
Yeah.
van or a tractor.
Yeah.
It's almost like now that you just want the Coca-Cola van, the truck.
I don't want a tractor. Like, what is that?
You want the Coca-Cola thing to turn up. I don't with Blair.
20-ton truck.
Anyway.
That's 20 years old. Do you know that?
Yeah, well,
20 years.
Is it really?
Yeah, 1995.
And how long will they keep rolling that out for? Because it is tradition now, and everyone looks for it.
But why not?
Will it ever die?
It's an essential Christmas advert.
I'd love to see it keep going. I'd love like kids and grandkids to be talking about it.
Do you think somewhere Coca-Cola redid that advert? I'm staggered that they haven't. And then they aired it or played it or
Everyone went,
internally,
"Oh, no."
and somebody just keep it as it is, because they must have thought, well, we will just film it again. But they haven't actually.
No.
They have changed it slightly. In the original version, the Santa on the back, he didn't wink, he didn't do anything. Whereas now, I'm sure they animated the Santa.
Yeah,
on the back, he did a little
he
wink.
does wink.
But he's like the ultimate Santa in that advert.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
he
that's
is
what-
Mr. Father Christmas.
Well, that's where it came from. It's Coca-Cola.
Because they sponsored it because of red, wasn't it?
Well, it's Coca-Cola. It's the Coca-Cola version of
Of course.
Santa, Father Christmas, that's become the
Because they
one
had
that
all
we
the
all know.
Victorian kind of
he was
cards of
green.
Santa with his can of Coke
Yeah.
or his glass
Yeah.
bottle of Coke. Yeah.
So they changed what we know Father Christmas to look like, or Santa to look like.
I'm sure he was green, I heard.
Yeah.
He's been green, brown
What was his
outfits, I believe.
Yeah.
In Santa Claus the movie, I think he was brown. That's my benchmark of where my Santa's really. And then
I don't remember. I can't.
Dudley Moore, yeah, little elf.
Dudley Moore's the elf,
Patch
yeah.
the elf.
Arthur.
Don't know. What about the John Lewis ads then? Let's not just talk about the latest one. What about all the ones that they've been in the past? Which one stands out to people?
I spoke to our creative director about
Yeah.
this before this podcast. He hates the new one, but loved the boxer, the dog,
Did
with
he?
the trampoline. Yeah,
Right,
he
was
said
that
that's
last
the one
year?
that stuck in his mind
Yeah.
because it was funny, it had humour to it. Ever since they've been a little bit sad, or he liked that one. I quite agree with him.
What about you,
Produced that.
Lee?
I think they got the advertising company of Adam and Eve. They got them creative marketing company or agency, creative agency of the year.
Did it really?
They got it again this year, I think.
Did they?
Um,
Which one did you like?
My memory of John Lewis adverts is really bad. I think the very first one that I can remember, it might have even been the first one, is where the child's excited for Christmas. And he's constantly excited, and you think 'cause he's getting presents, but it's actually, it turns it on its head on Christmas Day morning. He's excited to give his parents the present, not receive.
So that was in 2011. That was called The Long Wait, that one.
I love that one because it
God,
just
was
is,
that long ago?
They've been going for longer than this, but I've 2011 was The Long Wait, 2012 was The Journey, so that's the snowman that was travelling across England and Wales, I believe, to get to his loved one, his snow girlfriend. And then you had in 2013 was The Bear and the Hare. So the
And Lily
Bear Who'd
Allen
Never Seen
theme.
Christmas, yes, that's right. And then you had Monty the Penguin.
Yeah.
And then 2015 was The Man on the Moon. Then 2016 was Buster the Boxer. And then this year, Moz the Monster.
Moz.
I'll be honest, I don't think any of them are ever really.
I like Monty the
I like-
Penguin.
I don't get me wrong, from a production point of view, they're amazing. But they just don't.
Adam and Eve, who did that, also did Gift Face for Harvey Nichols a couple of years back, and that is my favourite advert for
Go on,
Christmas.
tell us about one.
Hashtag gift face, because it's how to avoid gift face. So they say buy all your presents at Harvey Nichols, avoid hashtag
course.
gift face, and they have a woman, I think Joanna Lumley was in the adverts, and they have a woman unwrapping a present and it's hideous, and she puts the fake smile and goes, oh how lovely, and that's gift face. So I like the way that they did a little bit of humour, and it's filmed
That's probably where
brilliantly.
Curry's going from, and they Curry's did their
Oh, the Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
right.
must have probably
They
inspired
probably-
that. But I just
oh,
thought it
this
was a
is-
nice different take, because everyone's had gift face. We've
Yeah.
all done it.
You
and
can
it's just-
relate to it, can't you?
relate.
You can really relate
it's
to
funny.
it.
It's good.
I hate the edit. I must admit, there is that, because when it's wrapped up, your mind does go, doesn't it? You think, oh, that could be.
The bigger the box, the
Yeah, you
better.
think, oh, you shake it, oh, that could be. Oh, and then you. Oh. and it's like, and you've got to try and. Yeah! I really want this mug!
You know, something I saw was it was over in the States, and there was a company called Jet.com, and they created something called the Careculator. So what this Careculator did is you linked this app up with Facebook, and the people that had the most interaction with you, gave you the most likes or commented on your post, etc., etc. The more they interacted with you, the more you would spend money on them at Christmas. So, for example, if you interacted loads with me, there would be more to spend.
So it's like
on
a
you.
fake Caro-meter.
Yeah, exactly that. And so then, based on whatever it came up with, $15 or something, that's how much they supply a load of gift ideas on the website for you to spend $15 on.
Oh, there you go.
So So a nice little
I like
social
things like
type
that.
campaign.
Yeah.
Spend less on the people
I
you
like
love
that.
was their hashtag.
Best hashtag ever.
Spend less on the people
Nice and
you love.
catchy. I like that.
Hashtag spend less.
Another one I liked was the M&S Mrs. Claus campaign last year.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
That's one where she was the driving force of Christmas, basically. And
Yeah.
he was just Santa Claus. Didn't do anything.
So
being rubbish.
she got one letter from a little boy called Jake, and basically what had happened is Jake's dog had eaten his sister's shoes, and he wanted to show his sister that despite everything that goes on, as many fights as they have, Jake actually loves his sister. So he got her a new pair of shoes. But on from that, what they had is a war room of a social media team who were using the hashtag Love Mrs. Claus to support the campaign. They had a Mrs. Claus emoji specially created, and then what they were doing was in stores they had 15,000 random acts of kindness to give out. So it could have been free cups of coffee.
I remember that bit.
I guess pastries and things like that they would give to their customers.
Yeah.
And then when that random act of kindness was given out, they would say, which charity would you like us to give £5 to of your choice? And I just thought that was a really nice, both above the line advert to take and then take it in store.
Well, given the amount of
and
money they
random acts of
spend
kindness, yeah.
on actually producing the ad, sometimes you do think maybe just cut it back a bit and give something back to the community.
Absolutely.
Or even do both.
Well, that's why like John Lewis did that with the Man on the Moon. So every toy that you bought or every percentage would go to loneliness campaign or something like that.
Yeah.
Over Christmas. So it's quite nice to tie two things in together, especially when, your sales of X will go up by what, Y.
And then, but on the Man on the Moon, you had the. Do you remember the Aldi spoof for it? So reactive marketing. You had the Man on the Moon, and they had a Man on the Moon. But when their Man on the Moon had two telescopes to choose from, they had the John Lewis one at X amount of pounds, and then they had the Aldi version at
And
X
it was
amount
like,
of pounds.
ding, £4.99.
And then when he looked through it, he had, I don't know, his wife or girlfriend floating down on a sofa with balloons attached to it to come and spend Christmas with him. But I thought it's really clever
It's good
bit of
reactive
reactive
marketing.
marketing.
I like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
They had one thing that I did see, which I thought was pretty cool, that wasn't mainstream, notonthehighstreet.com, had a vending machine at, I think it was Waterloo and Baker Street or somewhere like that, and it was targeting last-minute shoppers. And there was a huge crowd around it, and what you do is if you tweet Not on the High Street and use hashtag pet lover or what have you, it will spit out a prize from the vending machine for a pet lover. So if you're right next to it and you tweet, it then spits out a present that should be applicable to you that you get. So it was all free. You didn't have to pay for it. It was just quite a nice little bit of surprise.
Yeah.
Christmas surprise.
I like
They
that.
must have had a lot of presents in there.
Well, I don't know how many. I don't know the logistics. Probably like
Just the
200.
science bit.
Okay, cool.
I've got one thing that I'm glad we've left behind
Which is what?
from Christmas past, and it was a little bit of a fad not long ago, and brands caught onto it, but it was mainly relatives and stuff. The Christmas e-card. The elf yourself, and it's like suddenly you'd get this e-card
I
through,
love
but then
elf.
you'd look at the sender list.
wrong with elf
There'd be
yourself?
I still do that this
but
year.
no, but there'd be like 40 people on the sender list, like, I'm just one of 40 that this has been sent to, and some people stopped sending cards, and I'm so glad you don't see them anymore. Because
Don't you?
Your jumper reminds me of Elf yourself.
There's a little kid at Taekwondo that and he keeps coming up to me because I go to Taekwondo. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and have you got an elf yourself? And I'm like, every time he said it to me like twice now. And every time I'm like, what are you talking about? So this is the first time I've actually heard of what
Have you never done it?
No.
you've never elfed yourself.
Oh my goodness, we'll have to introduce you to Elf yourself.
You would be perfect for Elf yourself.
I've never done elf yourself. Is it what do you do? Take a photograph? of it?
Yeah, and it sticks to your head. It used to be powered by flash and things like that back in
So
the
you have the
past.
elves moving in animation.
Yeah, and your head's
then
on
your
it, and it's
face
singing like
moving
Christmas carols and stuff.
Oh, my
There's your
word.
head on the top.
Yeah.
Like Snapchat have
Oh,
got
it's brilliant.
filters that are kind of the modern day version of it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm bringing that
E-cards.
back.
And talking of Snapchat, gifts, Christmas gifts, tech. You could get, if you're really stuck for a present, some Snapchat spectacles. So what these are, for a nice tidy sum of £129, you can get some glasses that have got some cameras built into them that you can take pictures of whatever's going on around you to then post up onto Snapchat.
That's mad.
So it literally just you just go straight.
But yeah, specs a bit not quite like that, but there's little where this bit is on your frame. Whoa.
Yeah.
There's cameras.
I should get maybe. I guess get. I probably get some. Little tap, double tap.
No.
Could get a bit dangerous after a few festive.
Yeah. Festive drinks. And where you wear them as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry what you're Snapchatting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think we covered. So Christmas past, what we don't want is elf yourself.
Not too many.
The present, we're happy with the present. I think, in terms of marketing, I think there's some truly inspiring things going on, not just in terms of the creativeness, but also in the giving and the ideas and that.
They're all competing, aren't they? More than ever, all the big brands are competing for the top spot of the Christmas advert, and it's just quite nice as a consumer just to sit back and kind of watch them all each year.
Yeah.
I think people are getting more. I heard there's more excitement about Christmas ads than there are about some of the Christmas films that are going out and being released in cinemas, because people are just more interested to see this battle.
There's a huge sense of anticipation, isn't there?
And they tease, like
But it's
John
so
Lewis
like
teased
this
this year with their
massive
shop
list.
plans.
All these companies,
Yeah.
because let's be fair, they must start them in. Well, I think when I was watching, I know the Man on the Moon one, they started well ahead of time. They'll already be thinking about next
It's at
year
least 6
now.
months before, 8 months before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because what was that stat about Christmas Day you had and shopping on Christmas Day?
Oh, they said that mobile, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I can't remember the figures, but Christmas Day is the day of mobile shopping. It outweighs any other day in the year.
Christmas
So-
Day.
Christmas Day, yeah.
So when you're at your table with Aunt whoever, you're
Bessie.
underneath with your phone.
You're
Ordering
ordering stuff.
presents.
I didn't get that present I wanted, but I've got some
E-commerce.
Christmas money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
62%
The most
of
popular
purchases are made on that day.
That's not
Via
throughout
a
the year,
mobile,
is it?
via
Or
a
that's just
mobile.
throughout the festive
The
season?
day, it will be
So,
the
yeah.
most popular day.
Biggest
The
mobile
amount
shopping
of
day of the year.
Mobile
Yeah,
e-commerce.
Christmas shopping day of the year, not throughout the year.
Mobile shopping day of the year.
Mobile shopping.
mobile day. I suppose because everyone maybe they're getting the new mobile phones for Christmas. And everyone's like, "What's
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I want to buy something.
Or they're sat at their family's house and they
Yeah,
want to
because
buy
the
Yeah.
first thing the
More
kids will go on.
likely.
I bet it's like iTunes. They'll count iTunes in that.
Possibly. Yeah.
So I got a new phone. I go, what are you going to go get on
Yeah.
iTunes?
Possibly. But I thought it was quite
Download apps.
interesting.
It is 62%.
It's
That's
big, isn't it?
I'm gladly not in that percentage. I refuse to do any sort of Christmas shopping over Christmas.
I don't like
Christmas
Boxing Day
Boxing
shopping
Day.
either.
I loved it when things were just shut.
Yeah.
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 And you were
me
happy
too.
with what you got.
Well, yeah, there's no need to. I don't get the people that get. I don't
Feels
get
quite
ya.
greedy,
I
doesn't
don't
it?
get ya. What's the point of going out and queuing it next on really cold Boxing Day morning?
Spend
just
time with your family.
buy a load of stuff that you don't really need. But yeah, you might get a bargain. But what's the point? I don't get it. You can't take anything back anyway because they don't let you. Because they're too busy trying to sell you the stuff they don't want. They just want to try and get rid of.
Well, it's all been on discount since Black Friday.
Maybe they'll try and bring out some new in the future, Christmas-proof future. You might get some advertising now that's slightly more better than what we're getting now.
More better.
Better.
Or best, no, well, better.
Yeah.
Improvement over the Boxing Day sales now. Because now you get all this high-quality marketing before Christmas, and then after Christmas, you get the likes of
It's low production value. isn't it?
SCS,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the sofa shops that are always having a sale.
Mr. Spandau Ballet. You know, it's just, you know,
One of the Kemp brothers.
one of the Kent brothers, he used to do it for quite a while.
Buy a sofa.
Buy a sofa, or I'll need you. Another market. But yeah, I just, maybe that's where the future of Christmas marketing will go. Maybe they'll start.
Yeah.
But you've got to get that cut price. I think that's
As generations watch less and less TV and more streamed, does this open up the gateway for more interactive sort of based advertising? Not just choosing the products on screen, which we know is available and you can do, but maybe dictating which direction the story of the advert goes in.
I'd hate that.
Wow.
I've just had a thought.
Just like that.
The possibilities.
In Netflix, you could, because at the moment Netflix has no advertising.
No.
Not that I know of. I haven't seen any.
No.
And then you go on there, and can you imagine it if you're watching, I don't know, eight episodes or something or other, And then before you get to the next episode, you've got to sit through, oh, here's a Christmas ad. Or here's a...
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
You can just see it going, you can see it coming that way.
But you would put up with it? Like when they introduce advertising into
No,
any of these sort of channels that you become reliant on?
There'll just be a new pay avenue. Pay an extra £1.
Yeah.
No advertising.
Yeah. But
I should come up with that idea.
it would be interesting to see where it all goes in the
I think
future.
that already happens.
Well, take game. Take
That already happens on like iCloud and stuff.
And they've tried to. I think there is a massive push. I always thought that the stores were struggling, but apparently there is a massive incentive for people to go back into stores. You know, they're trying to take it all back away from the online element of it, because people want to go into a store. They want to pick up that object. They want to interact.
Yeah.
They want to discuss the project, the product. They want to find out more about what it does. Meet with like-minded people that are into the same tech or the same objects.
I think for the sake of Black Friday, people don't want to face the sales in the stores because it's just hectic. They want to do online, they want to stay away from it, but it is still that experience of going in and doing it that is, will never go away, I don't think.
Particularly at Christmas, because shopping online doesn't make you feel Christmassy.
No.
Going down a high street, Oxford Street, wherever it may be, all the lights are on, there's music playing, you're not going to get away from that experience. People still want a bit of that. You want the convenience of shopping online, but a little bit of that.
It's important because it makes you feel Christmassy. If you go down to Liberty or wherever,
Absolutely,
and all the lights are on, it's just part of the
It's that one time when
Christmas
price is not the defining factor.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then you go, I found a perfect gift. Oh yeah, jolly. Pop upstairs, have a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'll pay for this. It's great. Yeah, I'm having a good time. It's more of an outing.
And would Christmas not be Christmas if there wasn't that last minute rush around the shops to I need to get
That's what Amazon.
my
Argos is
auntie
for.
Bessie a present because I've forgotten to get her something.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Christmas without that, would it?
Yeah.
And there's just some things, like we said, you just have to do that. I think.
The Christmas of the future.
Interesting to see.
I can't wait. So, I think that wraps up on our. Anybody else got any other thing they want to add to our Christmas?
No, I don't think so. No.
We've covered the marketing campaigns. So that will only lead
Well,
us.
you've got paper for the quiz. It's exciting.
Yeah,
We've advanced.
Lovely segue. The quiz, yes. So we have got the paper quiz, and we have got. So we'll kick it off just as a recap. Camilla, you're on 7. David's on 5. Rob, you're on 8. So I'll go in with the 2 or the 3 questions that I've got, and then we'll go on to the quiz where double money, double points. So question 1.
Is this so the MD can catch up and potentially win?
Yes. Who's the MD?
You.
Just,
So
Okay.
I'm trying to keep these.
Let's keep it competitive.
Okay.
Keep this festive.
Okay.
So
Yeah, don't-
this one's not really very festive. Other than it's Victorian, and I always think the Victorian era is always a lovely year for Christmas. So from the Victorian era,
Smallpox and things like that.
Even this brand was a popular fortifying hot beverage, and during the 20s used the slogan "Prevents that sinking feeling." Now, was it Horlicks, Nescafe, which I did Google Nescafe just to see, anyway, Bourneville, or Bovril?
Okay.
I'm going Bovril.
So, from the Victorian era, this brand was a popular fortifying hot beverage, and during the 20s used the slogan "Prevents that sinking feeling." Was it Bovril, Horlicks, Bourneville, or Nescafe?
I'm going to go Horlicks.
It's a close call.
And I'm going to go for Bourneville.
So, Bovril, Bourneville, Horlicks. The answer is Bovril.
No.
Yay! It's like medicinal, isn't it? Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Don't know.
It's medicinal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yours
nice.
So it needs
Is that triple
scores.
points?
So, no, that's not triple points yet. Camilla, you're on
Yes.
8. So,
One.
David is
I'm
Tied.
lead.
Point.
Tied.
tied lead.
I'm so excited.
So,
Okay.
it's that time of year when everyone loves a tasty hot chocolate. And I've used this as an inspiration for the next question. So, when was Bourneville Cocoa launched in the UK? Was it 1908, 1882, or 1914?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going 1914.
1914. So 1908, 1882, or 1914? Someone that one.
1882.
1882.
I'll go 1882.
I want to go 1908.
You might be right.
Ooh, Rob. 1908. Rob, we're going with.
Give me the news. Is it good news?
So Rob's now on. No.
Oh,
Camilla's
what?
on 8.
Oh,
David's on
is that because 1914 you made up because it sounded quite funny?
No, I didn't make it. Yeah, I made up.
Doesn't sound funny.
To be fair,
Rhyming,
I had to
isn't it?
make up. I had to make up Nescafe.
They both ended in teen. That's hilarious.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, question 3. How much was the estimated Christmas marketing spend for the UK market in 2016? Was it
Oh, right, okay.
4.6 billion,
This is just UK.
7.2 billion, or 5.6 billion? So, how much was the estimated Christmas marketing spend for the UK market in 2016? Was it A, 4.6 billion, B, 7.2 billion, or C, 5.6 billion?
I'm going 5.6 billion.
5.6 billion.
So am I.
5.6 billion.
7.2 billion.
7.2 billion. The correct answer. Oh dear. It's 5.6 billion.
I got a point.
Camilla's on 9. Rob's on 9. David's on
You look
6.
so hopeful.
Okay, so that
Intense.
means there's the question 4. So
Okay, that's it then.
So question
Joint winners.
4.
Oh, no.
You get
This is where David's going to win.
you get a point.
I don't know
for
about
each-
that.
for each-
What is it?
Oh no, I've done these right.
Oh,
so
which
basically,
film is most Christmassy?
Oh,
So-
what?
so
It's a
basically,
BBC
Right, is
poll.
that Bruce
this
Willis
is
one,
based
isn't
on
it?
that BBC poll. So if you've seen the BBC
Right.
poll, you might know the
No,
answer.
I haven't.
So
No.
basically,
I haven't either.
all you have to do is put which order according to what people. There's a vote. The BBC put a vote. You can see this. You can go online and check out. There's a vote on the BBC where they've asked people to vote for the films that are not Christmassy that they see as Christmassy or you see as Christmassy. So the films are
So, no. Hold on.
these films are.
Thank you.
So you've got the
Oh.
likes
Who
of.
finds the most Christmassy? The UK
The
audience.
UK audience
These are
have
the
voted
votes.
on films that particularly aren't Christmassy that are Christmassy.
Okay.
So they have a Christmas
Missing one.
element about them. So you've got that you've got The Life of Brian, Batman Returns, Rocky
I've got 2
Five.
diehards.
I've got 2 Batman
You need
Returns.
to
There you
Kind of
go.
swap.
Here we go.
I did sort
Here
all
we go,
that.
one of those.
Well, I don't know if you're tricking us.
Why
And
would
number
you-
1 should be Die Hard now.
Well, this is the thing. You've got you spend a couple of
So,
seconds there.
how does this? Is each correct answer?
Each correct answer will
Which
give you a
film
point.
do you find the most Christmassy? Great word, Christmassy.
Okay, so I guess we need to be relatively quick about doing this.
Yes.
Oh God, Rocky.
Because this is not great to listen to, I'd imagine. on a-
Well, we can make some.
Can you
We'll put some
sing
jingle.
or-
We'll put some jingle music.
Can
in
you,
the
over the
background.
top?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
I'm
can-
done.
We can have a little bit of a.
Right, I'm going to put that there. Right,
Oh,
okay.
God, okay.
All right, and
No, you got-
that is just a mess. So anyway, there we go. That'll do. Done.
Right, okay. So somewhere I've got the answers. Probably not. Right, so
Okay.
as far as I remember it from the BBC poll, so you probably need a pen to write down who's got what. So, if you've got
In touch.
Okay, how much?
if you've got number 1, I know I suppose we should go. Let's go for the bottom.
Go on
So
then.
we'll go for the bottom. Number 5 was
I got Rocky.
Rocky 4.
Life of Brian.
Rocky. Rocky is bottom. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you got Rocky, got
I
point.
got
So
Brian.
so that's-
I thought that was
that's
number 2.
David and Camilla got a point. So number 4, from what I can remember, was. Oh yeah.
Are you making this up?
No, because I can't. I have number 4. Number 4 was Batman Returns.
No, no.
I know.
You don't sound confident
Did
in your
anybody got
answers,
Batman
Lee.
Returns?
No.
Okay, I got that. I got that.
Yeah, you got
You
that?
did.
Camilla
Did you?
got that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Number
Ching,
3.
ching, ching.
Number 3 was.
I put Die Hard.
Who have you got? Die Hard. Dave, what have you got?
Well, I've got Batman Returns, so.
Batman
I've got
Returns.
Rocky
No,
4.
You got Rocky 4. Oh no. So number 3 was Lethal Weapon.
Oh.
This is a disaster.
Oh.
Okay.
So no one's got Lethal Weapon.
No.
Number 2. So number 2. What have you got, Camilla?
I got Life of Brian.
What have you got, David?
Die Hard.
What have you got?
Die Hard's
Batman.
number 1, isn't it?
Batman. Well, number
This bloody. Oh, God,
number
sorry.
2 was what have you got?
Life of Brian.
Number 2 was Life of Brian. You've got all of them right.
Happy Christmas to me.
So, and number 1, which obviously is then Die
Die
Hard.
Hard.
Yeah, no, I got
Did
that
anybody
wrong.
hit Die
Oh, you got
Hard
that wrong. Sorry, you didn't get them all right.
No,
Anyway.
I got
You've got
those
3.
wrong.
I got Die Hard.
You got Die Hard.
Oh.
So-
I should have
Oh, one right.
realised.
Rob's got Die Hard.
Oh, well.
So that means that at that round, David, you've got 1. Camilla, you've got 3. Rob, you've got 1, which I think is unanimous that Camilla, you have won the BDA
Thank
2017
you.
quiz.
Do I get a present?
Yeah, it's in the post.
Okay, cool.
We'll figure that out.
Congratulations.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, losers.
Congratulations.
And I think that brings us to the end of a year of BDA podcast. We can't wait. We've got some excellent stuff coming up next year. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in and supported us this year. Launching a podcast is not an easy thing to do, and we have sort of. I think I've thoroughly enjoyed putting this together, but it is an immense amount of work that I don't think any of us sort of saw coming. But it's thoroughly enjoyable, and I can't wait to show everybody what we've got planned for next year. So with that, if you want to get in touch with us, you can reach out to us as our normal social channels, which is at ThinkBDA, via Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and even LinkedIn. All that remains for me to say is I wish everybody out there a happy Christmas. I hope you're all spending it with your loved ones and having a fantastic time. I'd like to thank all of the members for being on the podcast this year. It has been fantastic, and I can't wait to see you all in the new year. So I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Merry
And to you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas
And
to you.
thank you.
Merry
and I hope
Christmas.
you all get what you want under the tree, whichever that may be. So peace out, everybody. Much love, and we'll see you in the new year.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.